Take just a minute and listen to this confession or testimony from Capo Daniel, who was an Amazonian leader under the ADF. From there, you will understand why the crisis in Southern Cameroon will take a very long time to end, because it suddenly turned into a business, and many of those behind or now fighting or promoting, supporting the crisis in Southern Cameroon are all doing it for their own benefit because of what they are benefiting from it. And so with this, it will be very difficult to end. But my message to them is that 99 days for a thief, but 1 day for the owner. And that 1 day will come in a very painful way. Listen to him. But before you do that, subscribe to TFA Talking Point in just 2 seconds. 1, 2. Thank you for subscribing to TFA Talking Point. Listen to Capo Daniel. And also remember to drop your own comment.
The people of Ambazonia and the central government of Cameroon. So for the past month, I have made available to the public irrefutable evidence that shows Cameroon military providing weapons to the ADF that I used to work with through myself. So this is not a second-hand, this is not a hearsay. I can assure our people that are watching me now, both Francophones and Anglophones, that it is very important that we walk through the facts and the truth in what is happening in Cameroon, where Anglophones are dying, Francophones are dying, the military are being killed every day. But there are some people that are bent to make sure that the war continues, because the war have evolved into an economic business for some people down there and even some people out here. So it's important that we establish the facts so that our people can be able to make the right decisions, and that the politicians that are considering to push for the proper solution should be able to have the boldness to go ahead. So for the past 2 years, we have been able to have unprecedented access to the Cameroon leadership to make our case directly to them, and also to advance a collective consensus document called the Peace Plan Paper, which was a vision that I have as a chairman of PRAP, that we have come up to have a concession to make sure that we end this war. And there are a lot of intricacies along the way, and there are issues that are very paramount that are being discussed even during this period. One of which is the evidence I brought about Cameroon Army providing weapons to Ambazonian fighters. Cameroon Army provide weapons to Ambazonian fighters, in particularly in Mezam. It is not just happening in Mezam. I have evidence. I have participated in some of those exchanges where the Cameroon military men, they sell weapons to us to use those weapons to fight against them. And this is something that is widespread. I have last month, as I said, provide irrefutable evidence of some of those transactions, while withholding the pictures or the names of those Cameroon military men that are involved for strategic reasons that are obvious. Now, the Cameroon military attaché, Konda Titus, who is the main propagandist of the Cameroon military, have come up with a video in response to those evidence that I've made public to challenge me. And I'm going to address the video shortly. And I welcome every challenge. These are the facts that are going on now. 80% or over the bullets in particular that are used in Mezam are coming from the Cameroon Army. 80%. The most active group in Mezam are the ADF and the Bafut 7 Kata, which have merged now. They are all the ADF. 80% of the bullets that they use come from the Cameroon military. Because how do I know this? When I was the deputy defense chief, I knew that more than 80% of the bullets that our soldiers were using were being provided by the Cameroon Army for trade. They don't just provide it because they want us to go and fight their colleagues. They provide those weapons, those bullets, in exchange for money. They sell those bullets. How do the Cameroon military get this bullet? I have a very good idea based on my conversation with some of those individuals who have provided those bullets that I can't share with the public. But what I can tell the public is that sometimes the Cameroon military officers, they deliberately go out and shoot weapons, fire their weapons in the air to justify preserving some of those bullets to end up sell them back to the Ambazonian fighters. So the more they have incidents on the ground that requires them to discharge their weapons, the more they can have ways to steal bullets and provide those bullets to us to use those bullets. So each time an Ambazonian soldier Ambazonian fighter attack the Cameroon military or carry out an incident, it is more money. It's more money. Sometimes the Cameroon military who are involved in these issues, because of the need of money, ask the Ambazonian fighters to go out there and kidnap people. Sometimes they even point out people to be kidnapped. Go and kidnap this one and take money and bring the money. Because they are now relying on those money, those sales for building their houses. You know, the Cameroon military are one of the cheapest people on earth. They pay them like peanuts. So they sometimes force those boys to kidnap people to give them money. Sometimes they even participate in those kidnapping. We have seen videos of Cameroon militarymen breaking into businesses in Victoria, that is Limbe, to steal from people, to rob from people. We have seen those incidents. You have the Konda Titus, who also created a fake